Hey everyone, it's Zach with Palantir Research. This institutional buyer sold 50% of their Palantir last quarter, but went on CNBC saying they like Palantir. Plus, they're also in line to possibly win an energy industry award amongst the quieter price action today. So looking at the stock first, we've had a change of pace so far today, and I alluded to it on my Palantir Daily video yesterday, Monday, if we're going to fall into this narrower range in the short term. But today we've pretty much stuck around opening going only as low as the 1903, showing it to a short-term support area while going up to the 1950s as of this recording. So we'll see if this narrow range continues to hold into the higher 19s between $19. This is also among a flat market too, so Palantir seems to be following suit, but things can change since this is a video earlier in the day. Now for the news today, Palantir is in line to possibly win the 2023 Platts Global Energy Award in New York on December 7th. So this is not a done deal yet here, of course, but the category that they're in is the Energy Transition Technology of the Year Award. So we'll see if they win, but this is not new news, of course, that Palantir is heavily in the energy industry with the work with BP, and I've covered a few other partnerships, especially in the oil industry, but out in Africa. But also in the release of their Agora platform that they've built alongside Trafigura to help with the supply chain and global carbon emissions tracking. So I can see that being a part of their energy transformation, albeit that's the emission side of things. So just more marketing for the team if they win, or at least to say that they were a finalist and can reference this award. Next, we got the bigger news here. Gene Munster from Deepwater Asset Management LLC, based out in Minnesota. The institution is not necessarily a huge whale, of course, but they still have a lot of money at $250 million for assets under management, but still institutional money. And Gene Munster went on CNBC, who brings up the shift in performance that he expects, at least, from the Magnificent Seven or the big tech names that you're all used to, but transitioning that performance to mid-sized tech like Palantir. And he brings up Palantir specifically and notes that their mandate is to invest in companies that will grow faster for longer. And my assumption is he thinks Palantir falls into that philosophy since he brought it up himself. Now, he doesn't go into too much detail here, but I have to note, even with him talking up Palantir in public, their latest 13F filing did have their firm sell 50% of their Palantir position, albeit it was small anyways at less than $1 million, since they had about 40,000 shares but sold 22,000 of it. Now remember, this data is delayed because they just have to do their holdings as of the end of last quarter, which was September 30th, and obviously a good amount of time has passed since then. So next 13F filing, we'll have to see if they're walking the walk and bought more, or the very least still holding their small Palantir position here, especially since he went publicly on CNBC and mentioned it. But this is a good lesson too for newer investors, especially when it comes to following institutions. The regulatory filings are retrospective, meaning it looks at the past, especially with the time that has passed between being disclosed and the holdings and values of the date of record. So just beware there. But thanks for tuning in to Palantir Daily today, and I'll see you in the next one.